What's up, it's your boy JONNI SHREVE. I do you promise and tell like it is, man. It's gonna be fun today. I'm gonna do a response video on Taran Beckam's videos, response on Greg's video responses on Taran Beckam being Natty or not on more plays or dates video on Taran Beckam. Damn it. Jeez, that's a mouthful. Anyway, so the video is basically my response to that, but it's actually the subtitle of this video is basically how to make people for sure believe you aren't natty when you are, or when you say you are. Something like that. Because if you want to see every way possible mankind, you can tell everybody that you aren't natural when you want to say you are. Here's a good example. This, by all means, is not a natural natty or not for me at all. It's not. I'm not saying he's natty or not. I'm saying this. If you are natural, and you say and claim to be natural, and you want people to believe that you are natural, this is what you do not do. Do not do what Taran Beckam did right now. First of all, if you want people to believe that you're natural, don't make a 41-minute video to defend yourself. Already, right away, you're just telling everybody you're not natural. Period. I don't know Taran Beckam, but I've trained around him. I've trained in the same gym as him when the world was basically normal. Every year I would be at the Arnold Classic or the Olympia with my sponsors at the time or whatever. And basically there has not been that this year. I've been able to grace the stage in the same gym as some of the big names like Larry Wheels, Taran Beckam. So I've seen the dude in action and he is exactly what you see in here. He is an absolutely phenomenal athlete. The guy's an absolute crazy athlete. Anyway, let's get to this video and, go over some points of what not to do.
I'll never understand why this is unnatural. It's not like I'm big and ripped, but okay.
That's not big and ripped. It's not big and ripped. I have a six-pack. I'm swole, but it's not ripped. Like this muscular definition down here, that's ripped. I'm not big here. I was like 205 compared to the 235, but
Okay, so I'm gonna stop him right there because jeez, come on, man. Come on, Beck. Look, one picture says he's 19 years old and he's 205, and the dude looks like he's got shoulders ready to step on stage and win the freaking Mr. Olympia Classic or men's physique, and he's 19, and his 28 years old now, so 10 years later, he's 235 pounds, and he looks like an NFL running back, easily. Now, I don't know if that's supposed to be his reasoning why he's not on steroids, because he's saying that he's not, in this, he's not ripped. That's not ripped, that's not big. That's his reasoning of why he's not on steroids. Showing you look like you're on steroids to prove that you're not on steroids isn't a good, is because he's low body fat and he's ripped. I don't know. This is what you don't do. That's not a good reason.
So like I said, you see me with the shirt on benching. It's not like I have my shirt off and I look hella ripped or whatever, benching 500 pounds. Like I'm swole. Yeah, I got muscular definition. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's capped and stuff. Like I look good. I'm not ugly, but I ain't ripped. You know what I'm saying? I still have a muscular build. That's just how I'm built. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a bunch.
Hold on a second. Give me a second. Hold on. Look, I'm looking at this video right now. Okay, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 495 on the bench, and he's saying again, I'm not ripped. I'm like. Okay, you don't have to look good in the photo when you have 495 on the bench. Beckam, dude, you're not helping your case. Hey, man, I'm natural. No, you're not. Yes, I am. Prove it. Well, I'm not that ripped, but I'm about to hit up 495 real quick. So you want to spot me? What? I'm not going to say anything. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying anything but just what I'm just saying what he's saying. I'm repeatedly saying, you guys can be your own judges and say anything else, but I'm watching this and listening, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying nothing because I'm just gonna keep watching. I'm gonna keep watching.
To it, making my
Yo, I'm 3 minutes in this video and it's 41 minutes long.
The bench press more than the world record. So if I was
Bench press more than the world record. First off, bench press more than the world record is not me. You know, simply because kg plates hurt a lot. They're weighed differently. They weigh the same and different at the same time. If you lift weights and you lifted both of them, you'll understand that kg plates are way different than just regular gym, go in there, grab a 45 type of plates. Now, everybody knows that when you go to Bradley Martin's gym, for some freaking reason, you just PR. It's just easier to lift weights there. When I go to my regular gym at no limit, whatever my numbers go down about 10 pounds, 10 to 15 pounds or so, but I still push about 500 pounds, you know, almost any time. I can push 500 pounds almost any time of the year for the last, I don't know how long I've been stuck at 500 pounds. I've been stuck at 500 pounds for like the last 4.
All right, F it, man. I gotta tell it like it is, man. They push you too long, man. They keep saying stupidness. They keep foolishness keeps coming out of their mouths, and I can't hold it in. I try so hard just to kind of just be civil and just chill out, let them talk, but I just can't. I can't. How in the world do I have? I'm putting out knowledge. I'm putting out stuff that can help you out. I'm putting stuff out that can make your life better. But come on, man. Y'all support a dude sitting here trying to tell me the difference between, y'all, man, the difference between kg plates and the other plates, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, you know what I'm saying? Because the difference, the kg plates, they hurting much, man, you know what I'm saying? Because they're hurting so much. Because the other plates at the other gym, them a pound weights. These here are kg weights. Them are different. You know what I'm saying? The difference between it is because, you know, 2.2 kgs is weights over here, and these ones is lbs. So that's why they're different. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still pushing 500 pounds because, you know, kgs and pounds ain't no different. Just the conversion's different. But I'm pushing. Yeah, they be weighing hard. What are you saying? Are you? Here's another one, guys. Here's another way to make people think you're on steroids when you're trying to prove that you're not. Tell them that the plates are way different, but you still push 500 plus pounds. Well, first he said, I'm not on steroids because I'm not ripped, but he do look, he was like 10% 205 at 19 years old and maintained the look until he's 28 and 235, okay? Then his next one was, I'm not ripped because in this picture of me, in this video and picture of me, I don't look ripped, but I got 500 pounds on the bar. The next one was, yo man, I didn't lift the world record. I mean, the weights is different because the weights is kgs. Kg plates way different. When I go to Bradley Martin's gym, you just happen to push weights. I happen to push 500 again. It's so weird because I push in 500 when they kgs. I push 500 when they're pounds. When I go to his gym, I'm just pushing 500 pounds, but I'm not on steroids. Oh, it's a sad day for us. I'm just gonna put out there, guys. If you ever go, I'm 5 minutes in. I'm about to turn this thing off in a minute because I've already seen the whole thing. I just go watch the video. Just go watch. Ways to make people believe you're on steroids when you're trying to prove that you're not is sound like you're lying. It sounds like he's lying. I'm sorry. Yo, this is not a Natty or not video. I'm just saying, if someone's trying to tell me something and I'm like, cool, I believe you, I'm gonna watch your video and then I'm gonna say if I believe what you're saying, because I take your word. If you're saying you're not on anything, okay, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna be like, yo, you're not really doing a good job of proving your case at all here, at all. Like, if you're trying to get people to think you're on steroids, this is the video you do. This is not the video you do if you're trying to get people to believe that you're natty. Like, if you're trying to prove your natty status, you don't do this video. You redo this video. First you get all of the Infinity Stones, and then you want to get the gauntlet. Find the gauntlet. I don't care if you got to get it from the Avengers or Thanos. I don't care who's got it right now, but get that gauntlet, and then think of it. You want to think, okay, one thing, just go back to the beginning of the video and that and never do this video. Just don't do the video. That's all I'm saying. Let's keep watching while I lose brain cells.
Really? And that's what you think? Why don't I just up the doses? What if you already did up the doses?
That would obviously be the easiest answer to say. You could just already think that I'm on something and I could just go up a little bit, but maybe I'm already on the dosage. That's what he's saying. All right, bro. Cool. I'm already up the dosage, still being at the same, still looking the same for the last, I don't know how long, 5 to 6 years, still being at the same numbers for these last years. Bro, I've been benching 405, 400 plus since I was 19. Since I was 19, bro. And I'm still stuck within that 100 pound range. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
If you just up the doses.
By the way, I'm 28 right now. I'm 28. So,
You'd be
I'm 25
power
right
do
there.
it for fun. You know, after doing a few backflips.
Okay, guys. So here's another. Oh, Jesus Christ! This is so painful. This is not a good. It's not a good point to make that I'm not on steroids because I'm not big and huge. I'm the same weight. No, man. Like people on TRT. Like I'm on a small dose right now, and it works great. I can tell you right now, I'm having better time in the gym than I ever had on the lowest amount of gear. You don't need a bunch of gear to lift a whole bunch of. Listen, Terron Beckam is already a naturally freak athlete. His freaking cousin is Odell Beckam. Okay, it's one of the dopest receivers there is. That's his family. I'm not talking like they're like distant relatives. These are like close family, like first cousins. Okay, so his genetic potential is already nasty. He doesn't need to go on a bunch of gear from the get even nastier. That's it. And that's what it comes. That's the whole thing around genetics.
Competitions going on.
Not making any sense here. Honestly, I think a lot of people that are listening to this dude, he's just, honestly, I went back to his videos and where they're more informative until he became a view whore, and now everything's just about drama and trying to make whoever look bad or trying to make some type of reasoning because of his own genetics. And honestly, I would never want to look like this dude. You guys might have. I don't ever want to look like that. I don't like how his muscle insertions are or how whatever this ripped, veiny look. It's not my type of thing. So that's like one indicator. Like for me, I'm not trying to be crazy muscular. I want to be just enough for me to look good, to be strong, to be athletic. That's a simple thing. And a lot of times when I say something about, I'm from Texas, that's how we do things, and people are like, oh, here's another one, he's from Texas, he's showing the Texas badge. Like, bro, like, why do you think college teams get their athletes from California or Texas or Florida, Oklahoma, the South? Because we train different. A lot of you guys elsewhere don't train how we train. You aren't forced to play sports and constantly be better like we have been from our parents because they want us to make it to the pro leagues or whatever so we can take care of the family, all that bullshit, blah, blah, blah. You don't have that. You didn't have that pressure that a lot of us athletes in our younger days had. You don't have that. Somebody like this doesn't have that, so he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand why I have the abilities that I have right now.
Okay, I'm gonna cut off after that. You guys can watch the rest of this video. My point is just this. First of all, there's so different ways people can pull motivation, right? You can pull motivation from, your favorite artist, actor, athlete, whatever, mom, dad, whoever it is. Whatever you do, you can pull motivation from everywhere, but motivation is something that is 100% purely intrinsic. The outer influence of motivation are little things for sizzle. They get you up a little bit. Little motivation for you. When you're kind of bored and you don't want to go to the gym and it sucks and you don't feel like going anymore, and then you're like, you watch a video and it gets you all amped up, oh, leg day, and you go leg day and you kill leg day. The video sparked the motivation, but your ass still had to go to the gym and do the whole workout. That's intrinsic motivation. Not every single person has one thing like, oh yeah, you don't know what it's like, to be pressured to play sports, to, raise for the family, because that's the only story there is to really raise. Like, what are you talking about? My mom and dad didn't push me to play sports. My mom and dad pushed me to get an education, get a good job, get a good pension, blah, 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 and that's it. I didn't have pressure to play sports. I would have loved to have pressure to play sports. I had to go within myself to play it. I actually had to sneak to my first football practice and football game because my mom wanted me to go to church. I wanted to play sports. I loved sports. That was my motive. That was my motivation. Playing the sport was my motivation. Getting out of the house and doing shit athletic-wise was my motivation. Going to the gym was my motivation. I made the choice on my own for the last 25 years to go to the gym. I don't need circumstances to tell my ass to go and train my absolute all. I don't, and neither do you. What you need is you. That's it. Like it's not the majority of everybody else's life story when it comes to trying to chase pro status. No, what's your motivation? I want to get a lot of money for my family. That's like everybody. It's the pressure you want? I don't know. That's your choice. Were you young? I don't know. I don't know your story. All I know is it's not a good freaking reason to prove to somebody that you're on steroids. Here's the thing, and I said it from the start. I said it from the get-go. If you're consistent in everything you do, your character, morals, all those things, if you're consistent, it doesn't matter what anybody says to you. It doesn't matter what anybody says, anybody does. It doesn't matter! Because if you're consistent, you have to say anything, you have to defend yourself. Your actions do all the defending for you. I would have did a video like, yo man, Greg, place for dates. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you so much thinking I'm on steroids. And you know what? My numbers do look like crazy. I do look definitely like I'm on steroids, but I'm not. You know what? I'm gonna take up on that challenge. I'm gonna find a local show that I can maybe go to or something. Finally can get tested. I'm gonna show you guys that I'm not on actually steroids, but I really appreciate it. Let's do a collaboration sometime. Boom! Shit! Holy shit! Where is that freaking other dimension at? Where Terron Beckam isn't doing what he's doing in this. Where is that Terron Beckam at? If you're cool with what you are, you're fine with who you are, man. Don't worry about anybody else. Just live your life. Don't worry about what Greg has to say if you're not here or not. Who cares? He said the same thing. Who cares? Anyway. All right, guys, if you like the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and notifications so when I put a video, you're the first ones to get it. For coaching, JONNISHREVE.com. And make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at _JONNISHREVE_ and get 20% off at IamMutant.com by using my code Johnny20, 20% off. Anyway, guys, progressive overload your life. Until next time, keep dream chasing. Peace.